Well, Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Chicago Bears. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
There we go. Pac-Man. 180.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Safe. Check.
A quick pass out to Aguilar. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The last time these two teams met, boy, was it memorable. Wild card weekend last year as the Eagles started their Super Bowl title defense, and they held on thanks to the doink or the double doink heard around the world on the Cody Parkey missed field goal, and the Eagles would escape 16-15. Of course, they would go on to lose the following weekend to the New Orleans Saints. Running with Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Done. 80, 82. Check. Hey, zoom.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Switch. 58, boys. 58 is Mike. You can't block.
To throw is Wentz. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Try the right side with Howard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
There we go. Pac-Man. 120. Two jet. 5.
You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Mike spot 4.
40, 82, 40.
Now Wentz on third down. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive. Going to Alshon Jeffrey. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Switch, switch, switch. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd. 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check the backer, check the backers.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Trubisky to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Check 9, check 9. Check 15, check 15. Jim. Check 4, check 4. Hatchet. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. 53's the mic. 53, check.
First down, a run with Cohen. Room to run again. 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check. Motion backfield. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 3.
They'll They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, high 7.
Now Wentz. This goes to the tight end, Eric Sauber. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On the toss play, Howard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 180.
54. Hey, tight. No. Off.
Shorty. What's that?
On the give, running right is Howard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, empty. Man 5-7.
He's checking.
Hey, orbit.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, watch Sam. Check, Mike.
Now Wentz. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Switch. 36.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, it's Cohen. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep it.
And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
180! 36! Man out. Alert. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch out.
On first down, it's Cohen. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Check nickel. Check. Bang. Check 13.
They run. This is Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch time. Tight end right.
57.
3 down.
A final shot before half for Wentz. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd down, Cohen. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Hey, exit.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Duke Riley showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Trubisky gives to Cohen. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Check 31. Check 3.
They try again with Cohen. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down? Now it's Trubisky, and it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Waiting.
54 Mike. Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw. Kill.
Sunday.
Kill. Turn it.
On first down, they run with Howard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Tighten up.
Kill. 81.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. Ready? Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Check. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go 58.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Akeem Hicks able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Be ready.
This is Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, 72 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Chase, empty. Come off the ball. Shift.
They'll run on first down. Howard. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Watch the twist.
On first down, it's Howard. And he stopped immediately there. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Throwing on second down, Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Bravo.
Hey, Scott. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Pass. Right there. 54, right there.
5'9".
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
Wentz. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
58, the Mike. Wildville.
Wentz to throw for it on fourth. Aguilar has it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Into the red zone. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hey, box drop.
Go. 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Hey, get in the weight room.
Throwing on second and long. Wentz. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On third and long, it's Wentz. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. A gain of 3, second down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
You don't want no problems with me.
So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Again, it's Cohen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 65 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out, coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Mike, 54.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Check 43.
This is Howard on 2nd down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here we go. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Here.
58 is Mike. You go, night.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now they'll run it with Cohen.
I'm going back to you.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They don't want it, folks. They don't want it. Keep playing hard.
Brings up second and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Let's get it.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Chicago, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.